Listen, so I may or may not have been told to not stream so late, but what these people have not considered, and I am only talking about Wilbur, is that I want to, and also I just want to stream. I want to, and that's all I got. That's all I got. That's my only defense. I want to. And that's really all I have for you. Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad time. So listen, okay? This is a double spider spawner thing, I think. Pybro made it. It's pretty good. I use it to get all my string apart from the ones I get from piglin bartering. And it's a good source of experience, which you can see I've been using a lot of it. I repaired this bow, which was nearly dead. By nearly, I mean half, and it was bothering me. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hello. I'm just playing on a friend server. It's a little SMP, which you probably just saw me teleport. That's because we've got plugins, so we can make teleporting points and teleport wherever. Which, you can see this one's made by me, because it's in my tower that I made. It's a fairly large server. It's been going on since April, so there's a lot here. A lot of it's made by me, including these lamps, which I made on yesterday's stream. And there's a lot of, community areas. Yeah, this is actually the first time I've actually played on an SMP, with actual friends. I played on those bigger community servers where it's the link is on social media somewhere and you can be like, oh, there's a couple hundred people. But this has oh, that's an ominous music. Gonna turn it down a little bit, just a tad. Thank you, Ballad of the Cats. But yeah, I've never played on a smaller, actually friend server like this that's been running consistently. And it's super nice to be able to just, I didn't even really have friends because it was just when a Discord server was starting up. So it was more we're all fans of the same kind of, we're all in agreement that, oh, these Minecraft YouTubers are cool. We all love Minecraft, even if it's, quote unquote cringe. So I knew they were, good people and it would be fun. And then I actually, made friends while on the server, which is wild. And I've made a ton of community projects and stuff in the area. Oh, that makes sense. Gosh, I used to play all the time with my sibling, but currently... So, I may or may not have given my sibling's Minecraft account away, but to be fair, they said they didn't want it anymore, and they were fine with me giving it away. And that friend I gave it to, I haven't spoken to them in probably 7 years. So that account is just gone. And my sibling would have to buy another copy of Minecraft in order to play. But I've let them play single player worlds on my account and run around on my computer as well. Which is... it's fun. Being able to play with family, playing games with family is fun if you got good family to play with. Currently I've just been playing with, some friends. Mostly we've been building stuff and preparing, and we have story ideas for just role-playing together in our own stories in our own world, but it's been a bit of a problem because people have school and different time zones, oh, that's a mood. I rarely talk to most of my family. I send pictures of our cats to my sibling all the time, though, because they're gone at college. And we have a daily oh, do you have the cat pics? And I'm like, yeah, I've got the stuff, and I send them cat pics. But yeah, I rarely talk to the rest of my family about genuine interests. But that's just kind of how it is at this point. It's very hard to connect with people who don't understand what it's like to have a lot of your life be online and like have it actually matter. Because to them it's just like, oh, this is online. Okay, I can just walk away from it whenever. And don't realize that's like something that can actually affect the rest of your life. It's wild. Which, it's super annoying when, like, of course, people will just be like, well, I can take away your access to online things, and then what? Like, as a punishment? It's like, you don't realize how much of my life and, like, socialization and games and entertainment and everything you're cutting off. But that's just how people who don't really get it are. Which, they'll be like, oh, of course, like, teenagers and young adults, they say, like, adults don't understand them, and it's like, yeah. Because you're so absorbed with, like, being an adult that you don't think about having empathy for people younger than you. It's really wild how, like, much of a difference it can be, just a few years can make in how people, like, interact in the world. And, like, interact with their surroundings, especially, like, online. Because you see those, like, old people who are posting, like, very incompetently online, which is kind of funny. And, like, I see pictures that, like, my family or, like, family friends will post online. And it's like, okay. I can tell you're only using it to, like, flex on your, like, friends or whatever, which is weird. Seeing your parents, like, flex and be like, yeah, I cooked this good meal. Be jealous of me. Look at this fish I caught. Look at this trophy I won for this competition or whatever. It's very funny. But currently I've just been playing with online friends. I played a bit on one server with a cousin I have. Oh, fair. Yeah, it's really weird talking to people in person when I'm like, oh, you don't know literally, like, what would be considered basic information about me. Which, of course, like, is weird, especially if people are, like, especially if you've got, like, identities, like, literal identities that people don't know about, like, whether it be, like, mental illness or disorders, or it be, like, your, like, gender, sexuality, which are all things that I'm hiding from basically everyone in my life. But it's, like, weird to be, like, to just exist around someone and be like, I'm technically lying to you by omission, or just, like, technically lying to them. Which, of course, some people say, like, lying's a bad thing, but if it's something to keep you safe, then it's definitely not a bad thing. Even if, like, it's only mentally safe, it's still not bad to lie to people. It's just really strange to just, like, I've been super uncomfortable around people. Like, I spent, like, a couple hours with one of my aunts. Like, I rarely speak to this aunt because they're usually out of the country in, like, different areas. And she recently became a life coach, apparently. Oh, I love Cave Town. I used to listen to them a lot. I haven't listened to his most recent music, though. I probably should at some point. I just keep planning to. But the thing is, when people drop new music and it comes up in my recommended on, like, music apps, I'm like, no, don't recommend me this. I want to listen to, like, the album in order, the way it's supposedly intended to. And it's like, the experience. I want to have the experience as opposed to, like, a random song I've never heard from them before. Which is really funny when, like, they'll recommend it and you'll be like, wait, new music? Wait, you have not told me. But yeah, I've kind of, like, some of my music taste currently I've just been focusing on listening to, of course, the new Minecraft music, and then also some other stuff. Mostly I've just been going back to listening to My Chemical Romance on repeat. But there's some other people I've been meaning to, like, listen to more. Like, I still haven't listened to the new Mother album, and I haven't actually, like, listened to much of Mitski? Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I've got several dyslexic friends, and then, like, friends who also, like, have several languages they're speaking in all the time, so it's fine if, like, I can figure out spelling errors. One of my friends who's younger than me, just like they type super fast, but then like don't bother spell checking. So of course, like all of their like spelling errors, like we'll joke sometimes, but then other times it's just like, yeah, I know what you're trying to say to me. I can understand. Because I make my fair share of errors. Even though I do, like, I actually am kind of a writer. Kind of. It's like the one thing I feel like I'm actually good at is writing and then Minecraft building, which is a real, like, spectrum of things to be interested in and be good at. Like, just, oh, here are my 2 skills. I've got 2 things I've developed in all these years living. But I'm not sure if I quite understand what that one is. It exit or exist? Sorry, I just don't quite understand what you're trying to say. Oh, daydreaming, yes, all the time. Literally all the time. There's like these worlds that you create. I create so many of just so many different, like, some of them are like barely even, they're basically like glorified self-insert fanfiction in my head that I've been doing it since I was like a kid, kind of just imagining like, oh, I want this scenario to happen in the next book that's coming out in this series, and then it turns into, but what if I was in the next book? To this point where like I'll do it for different franchises, maybe a movie I literally just watched, and like it's still that like coming out of the theater into daylight kind of moment, and you're thinking, but I could be super cool. Oh, I need to plug in my microphone more. But I could be super cool if I was in this and had these powers. Like, I would do it for Marvel movies, which I'm not really into Marvel movies. It's basically like I see the movie, I think about it for maybe a day or so. Oh, yeah, definitely. That makes sense. I do that sometimes with, like, imagining worlds. It's really strange in my head, because then I'll be like, wait, this isn't realistic, because it's making me feel safe. And I'm like, imagining worlds where, like, I've been able to identify as, like, a guy since I was a kid, and it's, like, weird to imagine that. Or, like, being openly, like, obviously, like, autistic since I was a kid, because I can't imagine a life without having masked for a lot of my years, which is strange. But definitely, like, a bunch of different books I love, series, sometimes even fanfictions I read of those books, because it'll basically do world building so hard that it becomes a different book itself. Animes, I do that for some animes, like imagining like, oh, what if I was an alchemist in Full Metal Alchemist? What if I was a weaponer, a meister in Soul Eater? All these different things. It's really, really amazing to be like what the human mind is capable of in things like daydreaming, just imagining what you can and can't do. Like, all of it, I usually just make myself the main character. And it can be a good way to, like, feel safe, to imagine scenarios where, like, this is what I want to be happy, this is what I want to feel safe, this is what I want out of life, even if it's like, oh, I want to be a cool, like, 7-foot-tall wizard, like, maybe that's what I want. But then some of it's, like, just, like, venting anger, because, of course, I really love the Hunger Games. So I'm like, yeah, I know this is unrealistic and kind of weird to be able to be like, what if it was me, though? And, like, being all... Because, like... Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Feeling like an NPC, like you're just another person in the background and barely acknowledged is hard. Because I remember it felt weird, because, like, going from, like, being a top student to being kind of, like, middle ground, semi-failing, it's weird for people to be, like, for it to all just skim past you and, like, life is going past. But things get much easier when you're out of school, like, the, like, rigid schooling, because I know some people, like, the state mandates that you go to these schools and do this. And being in, like, this crowd, this sea of people, and feeling like you're just another person in there, it's not as good because you have so little control over your life. But if you're in college or university, you're able to decide this is what I want, this is what I'm majoring in, and I can have like, I can talk to people, and we are both like kind of adults living our life. And it's like a way to be like, okay, I have control, I can decide I want to go into art history, I want to go into anthropology, I want to. And it's like choosing what you want out of life is a good way to feel like you have control and you're your own person. And it just makes it's very difficult because especially if you like either just get ignored either because you have like a lot of family or a lot of friends, or if you're like you feel like you're kind of plain and average and don't stand out, it's very difficult to decide when and if that like makes you just another person in a crowd of people. But there is something about everyone being the same and everyone probably having feeling that way at least once in their life, but it definitely comes up more and more often for other people. It's difficult, but once people are able to be independent and like live their own life, everything gets so much better. Being able to decide things for yourself, to say what you want and do what you want is something that's super valuable to be able to like decide who you are and what you're doing with your life. Which can be very difficult, like, because I still haven't decided some things about my life. Definitely, it feels a bit hypocritical, kind of, to be like, yeah, you gotta decide, but sometimes life just it feels like it's just a series of hard decisions you have to make, which isn't true because life can be so much more. Oh, fair. I've only been streaming for maybe 4 days. I've done it daily because it's like something I want to do to keep up a pattern. But I'm happy to be able to, like, there hasn't been like most of my streams, I haven't really been talking to anyone. I've just been talking to thin air to myself, which is nice because it also like gets me more used to talking. I rarely talk with people like in person or even on voice calls, honestly. But yeah, I get being distracted. I was like, earlier today, I was planning on watching this stream and I got distracted and I was like, and I watched this whole other stream and I was like, wait, I meant to go. Oh, same. This is like the first time I've talked to myself like for a long period of time, which is interesting because like you never realize how quickly your voice goes like dry and how much you'd need to drink if you're talking this much. I don't know how other streamers do it. Honestly, I've been wanting to stream and make videos and content for literally like at least, I don't know, 6, 7 years. And this is the first time I finally like actually started doing it. And it's really good that I started now because I like finally started doing something just because I wanted to. I don't know. But like figuring out a time to stream, my friend was like kind of scolding me for streaming at what was 2 a.m. for them. And to me, it's just like, I just want to stream at a time where I have nothing to do and I would spend hours playing this on this server or just goofing off anyway. So, might as well do it while talking to myself. It'll probably help me figure out ways to be more spontaneous in conversation too, like be able to talk to people more. What am I? Okay. Sir? Sir? You can't jump scare a man like that. Hello? Do you have anything to say for yourself? Ooh, is it like a one block like Skyblock map, or is it the one where Gemini Tay has a series on it that I watched part of, where like one block is there and you keep breaking it and it spawns another block in that place, and sometimes spawns mobs? Or is it just the like Skyblocker survival island type thing? Oh, the second one, yeah. It looked really interesting when Gemini Tay played it. I've just literally never figured out how to do the like maps and such. I've just never bothered figuring it out. I'm one of those people who's like super competent at the game itself, but if you told me to download a mob, if you told me to download a mod, I would not be able to figure out how to on my own. I'm just like, I could tell you literally, like, I've read the wiki back and forth several times. 3, 4. But, like, actually figuring out how to do, like, technological things, that's where I felt like, that's another reason why I didn't start streaming, is I just felt like I won't figure this out, and it'll be super scuffed, and it'll be bad, and I'll feel bad for failing it. But realizing, like, oh, it's just like hanging out and talking once I figured out the streaming and recording equipment. It's not the end of the world if it's scuffed, because at the end of the day, I've spent like several hours just talking to myself. It's really fun, honestly. It's way more fun than I thought it'd be just to sit here and talk to myself, and I guess sometimes talk to other people now. Ooh, this chain I can make go super low. These lanterns, like, I've made this path, like, it used to be just a plain block path, and then someone put soul soil under it, so then people with soul speed boots, which you can see I'm using the lolcat language, so it says ran in on dead people. But yeah, so we can run super fast if we got soul speed. And I'm the one who improved the path by putting that bridge and expanding it. Oh, same, honestly. I just, like, it took me, it's really weird because, like, for me, figuring out sexuality was easy. I was just like, I think I'm bisexual. Like, when I was a kid and I was just like, I happen to be right. I just, like, not usually you can just, like, one off be like, I'm this, and figure it out right away. I did. There was, like, a year or so where I was just like, yeah, I don't think I'm straight, and that was, like, the most of it. And then I figured it out later by being like, yeah, definitely bisexual. Which, then later I figure out things like, it took me literally like 5 years later that I start questioning other parts of my identity. Like, for so long I just figured, hey, that's it. I just figured out I'm bisexual, and then, like, I win the being queer thing. I figured it out. I've solved the mystery. And it's not like, I just didn't bother to think further, which kind of was to my detriment, because years later I figure out and I'm like, I could have spent all this time maybe being myself. Oh, I thought I was asexual for a while too, honestly. I thought I was, and I wouldn't be sad about it, because, like, it's just a thing. It's just a thing people are. Several of my friends are ace or aromantic, or both, which is cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understood. But for me, it was mostly like figuring out if I was asexual or not. Like, in my brain, it was just figuring out, because, like, it's not actually like anything about, it's about like what your attraction to other people are. Oh, it's fine. I understand. I type super fast sometimes, and it's really funny to see the kinds of things I end up just out of the blue, like, messaging that don't make any sense to my friends. But figuring out the whole thing is really hard. I know some parts of it I'm still figuring out, and it's been years. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's good to just say, hey, I'm queer. I know I'm not cis, or maybe I'm not het, or maybe I'm not this specific romantic thing, or whatever. And it's good to be able to say, hey, I'm queer, and that'll be enough to be in the community. Like, you're in. Like, even questioning. Oh, that's fine. Talking about yourself can be hard and scary. Like, even, I had this, like, oh, yeah, I get that. I, like, I used to try and start, like, journals and diaries all the time. And just, I hated talking in the first person and talking about myself, so I've never started a diary. I've intended to since I was like a kid. Like I tried to have a diary. And I'm not good at talking about myself sometimes. But like when it's a conversation to people, I can sometimes figure it out, but still sometimes I feel like I'm just talking in circles about the same things. It's weird. Oh, yeah, I get that. Make sure to drink water or maybe something that'll calm your stomach, like, I don't know. Does bubbly water do that? Carbonated water? I know ginger ale does. Ginger ale solves a lot of problems, just in general. um, but yeah, I used to get that, like, kind of nauseated when I was getting anxious. I rarely get anxious at this point. I just kind of get like, I'm just not a kind of person that gets anxious anymore, which is weird because I used to be for like years. I got anxious about literally everything in my life. And it was so weird to be like, oh, everything's scaring me, even though it like never scared me before. And it's really difficult to be the person that's like just sitting there and everyone else is acting like it's fine and everything's fine. And meanwhile, in your head, like everything's spiraling, to use my own name, or like getting out of, like it's just not right. And it's just really strange to be like one person, especially like you can just feel super isolated when you feel like I identify as this and I'm different, or I think this and I'm different. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to really like talk about that. I'm not really the person to talk to about that. It's fine. It's just I'm trying to keep things a bit more lighthearted, mostly because a lot of my like it's very lighthearted mostly because a lot of the things I'm dealing with are very lighthearted, you know? It's just hard to be like I can't really be the person supporting other people, you know? Oh, I'll save you, Squid. I'll save you, I swear. It's like I remember having these friends cuz I don't talk to any of my friends that I had in school as much anymore, but like having these friends where it's just like goodbye, Squid. I'll miss you. I'll miss you. No, come back. Oh, fair. I realize it's super late for people. It's super late for me, kind of, I guess. I don't know, my time zones change, if that makes sense, because I'm going from place to place, but yeah, I hope you have a good night, and I hope if you stream at some point, I might be able to catch it, maybe, if I can, if I can. But yeah, good night. Oh, I gotta add more torches to these areas. Oh, that's fair. I didn't like my voice for the longest time, and at this point I'm just like, well, like, I don't know. At some point I just decided to stop caring, or decided to be like, well, this is my voice, so whatever I identify as, it's a voice for that kind of identity, because it's mine. Same thing with sometimes with names, being like, well, some people say this isn't this kind of name, but it's my name, and I'm this kind of thing, so I don't know. Voice stuff is probably one of the hardest things to deal with, because it's one of those things you have to hear all the time. But I understand if you don't want to stream anymore. But I hope you can get back to it or find something else. Like maybe you can make videos and edit them, or you could have a voice changer and have it be part of your like bit as a streamer. I know there are some streamers who use like a robot voice and their whole streamer like Sona is a robot. So then they like their whole streams can go with like this voice modulator on as well. Which is cool, and it's like a way to be like not yourself kind of. What was I trying to get? Pickles. I wanted pickles to light up the Water. I didn't need to type that. /P. Home. Let's clear that. And where are my pickles? Okay, good night. I hope you have a nice night. It's been nice talking. What am I looking for? Yes. I'm gonna get so many pickles. I'm gonna win at pickles. I'm gonna turn down block sounds. I'm tired of the pickle sound. Where is it? Blooks. I think that's it. Oh, we are free from the pickle sounds. Last night I was talking so much about these pickles. I was losing my mind over these pickles and being like, well, I'm having a holy pickle communion. I was having a religious experience with the pickles, which is not something you usually say. There's probably some Rick and Morty fans who would say that, but not me. Never seen it. Oh, I just remembered. I need to add a Nightbot command. Because I'm a whole genius, and I do these things in a timely manner. Bam, 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 bam. That's not what I intended to do. But yeah, I'll make sure to add the Nightbot command at some point. Maybe while I'm waiting for something to happen later. I've started working on some, Wilbur, he's been setting up some other projects as well. Like, he has this plan for this really cool idea for a city, actually. Like, I wish I had come up with that kind of idea. But it's like, got this cool idea for the structure of a city. So, I've been helping clear out the area. And I lent out my beacon again, because I lent out my beacon for a pillager project. Like a pillager farm. I'm gonna end up turning off literally like every sound. That's not it. No, I want nice, bad things, nice things. Deciphering and trying to translate in my head the cat language is a time. It even goes for like achievement messages and death messages, which is really funny to be like, oh, this person was scratched, which means like slain by this other player, or this they were killed by a spooky, scary skeleton, which is one of my favorite things. I can't wait to see what it says for like void deaths, because I'm thinking I've got ideas, and I think whatever language I have it on will end up being an indication of what idea I have at the time. Who knows? Not I. Maybe, I don't know, there are other options I have, but I like the plain language setting as well. Like, I use just plain American, because that's the default I got. But other things, like there's a bunch of fun, like, language options that people, like, forget, like these little Easter eggs and little things in the game itself. Like, I miss the super secret settings. They should add those back. The super secret settings are one of the best things ever. And it'd be interesting to be able to use them in, like, a role-playing context, because now I use them, I would, like, before when they were in the game, I only played single player, so, like, it wouldn't affect much. But now that I'm streaming and, like, figuring out all this stuff, maybe doing some roleplay stuff, like, it's just different. And would be fun to consider. Oh, I have so many pickles. I think there should be a way to, like, I wish I had shulker boxes. We don't have anything end-related. And I've been told, I've heard through the grapevine that is just literally the Discord for the server, that things like that are end-related are going to end up having consequences, specifically Elytra. Like, if you use them, it's gonna have consequences, like, more than just not having a chestplate as armor. Which I think is interesting. It's got an interesting concept that people can use. I don't know. I hope some people manage, like, I hope we end up doing the end fight at some point, because, like, our current one main role-playing god is of the end. Hence why when I was building / in character I was restoring the area, there's those secret catacombs that have end stuff, which I was gonna, like, I ended up using sandstone instead of regular endstone, but that was primarily because I wanted it to be like people trying to obtain something they cannot have. Which I guess is like in going in with the theme of them having rituals and like trying to appease this god. Which, considering that it was in like an arena and they'd use things for sacrifices in said arena, it's like a whole thing. I don't know. I can't wait for the end fight. Me and a friend have ideas. Because our characters have kind of talked, but only in the way of like, well, looking back, probably our characters would have talked about this and like had, like, I would have asked their character to help me with some technological problems with redstone, and then their character would help, and so my character would like them. Because my character currently doesn't really feel much for a lot of the other characters. I haven't had a lot of in-canon reactions, or interactions, that is. But I have talked some. But that's primarily just because, like, if there's a lot of people on, we'll kind of be in character. But, yeah, I don't know. It leaves a lot of, like, open space, because a lot of people are, like, they're teaming up with their friends to be like, oh, we can come up with these ideas and all this. And I'm kind of am doing that, honestly, by my stuff with, my ideas that me and Blue have for characters to interact, which will be an interesting, because it's like someone who's lived very long and lost a lot versus someone who is immortal and kind of already dead and kind of like fixing stuff. I don't know. I don't know much about what their character is going to end up doing as like, ooh, I've got so many pickles. I will be lighting up so much area. Let's go to our stonecutter first. I want 4 of these to be this, and I want 4 of these to be this, and I want some of these to be this. 1, 2, 3, 3? Yeah, that'll give me 63. I'm currently using my infinity bow. That's why I only have 1 arrow. And I was using a, I decided to switch over to regular arrows because that was causing someone some lag whenever they saw the spectral arrow effect. So I decided it wasn't hurting anyone to just switch to a different arrow type. And then while I was at it, I just chose my infinity bow so I wouldn't have to keep restocking my arrows. Felt like a lot of effort. Didn't want to do it. And it's dark again. Time to sleep. So tired. Aegis, baby, what are you doing? Sir? I've made a VODs channel, which is primarily just so I can, oh, block sounds. Nice things. This like that, and this like this. Drop that, put that there, and then I can drop this and pick up, where's the wheat? There it is. Thanks. But I made a VODs channel, which is just to really like get storage on my computer to stop screaming at me. Cause for some reason, I don't know, maybe there's some way to compress files to make it less like just raw footage, but I have no clue. As I've said again, incompetent. I'm good at Minecraft, not much else. Like, hit me up if you have like a writing assignment that you need someone's help with. I can edit the shit out of that. You want me to write my own assignment? Who do you think you're talking to? 10, 10, 10, 9, 7. Okay, well, this will have to go. These are like subtle changes that I guess will help people. Which, that's all I'm really hoping to do to help people to make sure they can play better in this main area. So that they don't have to worry all the time about mobs. But, you know, you can't always predict this stuff, so sometimes... Not naming names, but sometimes some people with creative mode might spawn mobs anyway, as a little test. I don't know, just happens sometimes. Sir, I can save you, sir. Freedom. Stop hanging on the pickles, I know you love them so dearly. The pickles don't love you back. They're just like staying so close to the edge and then being like, well, I'm suffocating, and it's like, yeah, bud. That's what Sir, at this point, I've got impaling as an enchant, you know, sir. It probably looks more natural if it's not like just on the seabeds, on like the riverbeds, I mean. But I don't know, man. Sometimes you just have so many pickles and you need to share the pickle wealth. Oh, well, that's not a real block of water, and you can tell because it's not waterlogged. And pickles. This happens because some people just like they like tear out a huge area of clay or dirt for whatever they need, but they decide to do it in the river that literally is right next to spawn, which is like you have the capability to teleport literally anywhere in the world and you decide that it's a good idea to do it right next to a bunch of builds where everyone's at and hanging out, which I know some of it's like, oh, I need these blocks right now and it looks easier to do it this way, which like, fine, but some of it's like, I know it's just dirt, but I spend hours terraforming it. Which, there are some servers where I look at it and I'm like, God, if only I could terraform you. I could fix her. I could fix you. Sir, where's a little young man being a little rowdy? I can't handle this. It's probably some like hole in the ground right here. I won't handle this rowdy man. He's not my business. I'm sure at this point making an automatic pickle farm would be far easier and worth my time. But they haven't considered. I don't wanna. Maybe I could ask Toby to do it. I don't know if Toby's busy. Finals coming up and everything, but I could ask. Maybe. I should also ask Toby where their username came from. It's a really good username. Like, as usernames go, their username Passerforms is super good. Far better than Save the Spiral, which sounds like a discount. Oh, God, the terraforming here is all goofed. It's goofed, it's whack. I can't live like this. Okay, let's not even bother with pickles there. I'll put some pickles here, though. But yeah, some people have super good usernames, and I am not one of them. Which I just chose at random. I think someone else also had that username, and I saw it somewhere, and I was just like, yoink, mine now. Which, hope they're not mad at me. Like, fingers crossed they're not mad. Sorry, man. My username now. I saw it, I decided I wanted it, and thus it was mine. You can probably hear me. I'm jitter-clicking my pickle placement. Finally, I'm gonna get a good grade in pickle placement, which is a normal thing to want to achieve. I really need to fix up this bridge. Oh my god, that should be my next project, figuring out what I want to do with this bridge. I could do like maybe a semicircle, like quarter circle, little pavilion area with like some seating and some like mini gardens. Maybe that could be something. I don't know. I hesitate to add a bunch of stuff in this area, but like no one lives here anymore. There's just some houses. But no one lives here really, in fairness, like, so I could do whatever I want. No one's really, like, caring. Like, we have this monstrosity here, and that one, which I think that one actually was, like, overshadowing someone's house, and, like, they didn't see it, so then they, like, accidentally messed up someone's feng shui or whatever the hell. Let's put one here. I've decided here. Here's good. Here is good. Put one of these, 2, 3, 4, and then bam, Bam, bam. Bam, bam. It was so weird to see someone in chat. I was like, what? What? Wait, what? But I don't know. I guess I'm in the Minecraft tag, so anyone could find me in the Minecraft tag. Maybe they're searching them queer tags and seeing me and being like, oh shit, someone who plays Minecraft and is queer? I can't imagine it. No, that's obvious. That happens all the time. Bam, bam. I don't need all this stuff right here. I kind of need that. Losing my mind. I want these. Bam, bam. This one, bam. This one, bam, bam. And that. And that. And that. And that. It looks nice. It looks quaint. Kinda doesn't fit the Flower Forest vibe, but maybe I could add some, like, dark, deep slate supports, maybe, to make this fit in. Maybe copper supports would be better, because the bright greenish color would go well with oak. Copper goes well with so much, honestly, and it's kind of unfair how well it goes with everything. I'm gonna put another one of these here, and 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 10, 10, 10, 11, 12, 9, 8, 7. Copper just goes super well with everything. I could do it even in the orangest copper, and it would probably end up looking good. Oh, gosh, this one. What is this? Is this alpha? Yeah, it's alpha. I knew it. I could tell by how I was about to tear up. Like, that's alpha. Oh yeah, this is someone's house. They built it on one of the first days, and that got blown up. And then I don't know if they've been on or if they even got a different house anymore. Maybe I'll fix it up one day. I don't know. Having like weird abandoned houses is kind of interesting because it's like we managed to get 3, 4. We managed to get like abandoned stuff instantly in so many different styles. Which, ooh, accidentally placed some copper. Party fail. Party foul. I need that and that, and I need that, and I need that. I don't know. It was so strange seeing someone who was actually chatting into the thing. I'm like, wait, people can do that? They're allowed to just do that? Come and talk to me? Why me? When there are other people streaming far more popular. I don't know. It's weird. I've got a quaint little stream where I talk to myself for hours on end. And that's all there is to it. Sometimes I go into crazed rambles. No one can stop me because I have no one to, like, tell me, hey, you're talking about how your salvation is in sea pickles. Are you okay? And the answer is always no. Oh. I've been digging with... God, I don't. Here. Ooh, I wish you could put lanterns on leaves so badly. It would look so good, and yet I cannot. I should ask someone if anyone's working on these islands. I'll terraform them, I swear I will. Oh, I keep not meaning to do that. It's maddening. Sir, go back to your work. You're off the clock. I don't know. Pops makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I donate to Minecraft streamers on company time. I came up with that rhyme like a bit ago, and I like lost my mind over it. And then my sibling was like, "You're so dumb. I love you so much." And I was like, yeah, that's the goal. Let's put some pickles down. Let's set down some picks. Picks or it didn't happen, I guess. I'm going to have so many sea pickles. Oh god. When alpha by C418 starts hitting hard. Some say this is the uncontested best C418 song, and they're right. They're right. There's literally nothing better. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, if you're not listening to this album as well, maybe you're just not... You don't know. You just don't know. Oh, and there's also this. If I had my sponge on me, I have so much sponge for no reason. And for what reason? I don't have one. Ugh, this is irritating. Ugh. And this would fall at some point. Someone would make it fall. I can't handle this. Terraforming disaster. You are the bane of several existences, including mine. I'm taking this dirt block and putting it here, and I'm putting more of this here. Oh, and it hits so hard. And for what reason? Didn't have one. And that's fine. That's fine by me. Go off, I guess, king. King shit. I'm gonna put one right here because this is... I don't want to ruin the good view. It's kind of a view. Is it a view? No, not really, but I want to put... I can put one here and then one over here at the end. Let's put this down, take these, and grab this. Everything I need. One. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. I know I stream at super inconvenient times, but also, like, everyone else streams at convenient times, and I watch everyone else, so, like... Guess this one's for, I don't know. I don't know what time zones I'm managing to hit properly. It's just for me, honestly. That's all it's for. Where are... There they are. Ooh, this one can go super low. 2, 3. Bam. That looks nice. I hope Toby likes it, because this is the entrance to Toby's area. He's got a recreation of the pub, the pube, and then some other stuff as well. Let's check the lighting over here. This lighting's not good, is it? Yeah. Let's put one of these and one of these. And then grab this. And this? No, not this, not this, not this. There's no good areas to put lighting, I guess, unless I delve all the way over here. What's this called? Big white flower? Okay. Weird name for an oxeye daisy, but go off, I guess. 8? 8's fine by me. 8's fine. 8's unspawnable. You can't spawn on 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Bam, bam. I don't need this, so bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I need. Oh, I do need this then. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are not things I wanted out of my life. But yeah, they're working on this project for like an inverse pyramid. That's what Wilbur started up a project for. And so far it seems super, super interesting. Like, I'm super here for it. If they ever want someone to help them, I'll do so. This stuff, is this lit up? 8, 7, yeah, I knew it. I don't know, I'll just grab a torch and place it here. At this point, like, ugh. So much area to cover. Oh, yeah, I gotta put chains. Ooh, that was my neck popping. Oh, God. And my spine popping. Yeah, we'd be having awful spines. Sorry if you heard that. I was drinking something. I didn't think to mute before, and I muted while I was drinking it and holding the glass like some kind of cartoon character, like pausing mid-action. But yeah, that's how it happens sometimes. Sometimes you goof up. Like, because I know people sometimes don't like hearing drinking sounds or hearing eating sounds. I certainly don't. I hate hearing eating sounds. It's the worst thing in the world to me. It makes me, like, irrationally angry as well. To, like, hear someone eating. It's, like, because, first off, rude. Second off, just, like, it just, like, hits this part in my brain where it's like, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to attack you. Why are you doing this to me? You caused me to hear these awful, awful sounds with my own ears? How dare. 2, 3, 4. Bam. Bam. Currently, the progress report on the kitty cat, she's sleeping currently on the same favorite sweater. It's got these like rose gold threads in it, which make it kind of uncomfortable to wear, so it's best worn with long sleeves, but still very good. I find a lot of sweater textures uncomfortable, honestly. It's hard to find a good, like, comfortable to wear sweater to me. Like, on its own, like, you could wear it over a t-shirt. So I end up wearing a lot of mine over, just over long sleeves, even if that's not, like, it's overdoing it. Like, it might be too warm. I've got some good long sleeves, though. I've got one that, like, finding good, like, shirts that are just in basic patterns can be actually hard. Like, I have this one that's just, like, white with thin black stripes, and it's, like, good. It fits with most outfits, because black and white are good, like, can go with most outfits in offset colors or whatever. But I wear a lot of black and white. But I wish I had, like, black jeans. I used to have black jeans, and I loved them, but I wore them to pieces. Which, I'd love to get more clothes. Like, clothes. I'm a sucker for clothes. Like most people. I like looking good and fitting an aesthetic and a style and feeling like I do that. It's nice. Maybe with what am I thinking of? Thrift shopping, I'd be able to do that, but also, like, the one person I know who knows how to hem clothes doesn't use their sewing machine anymore, so that's not very helpful. Let's put this here and this down here. Someone's got some chicken. I think this is Hysteric's old house, because Hysteric moved into Netrightburg later, because someone built up there, and they were like, why? Why did you do this to me? Let's put this here, and put this here, actually, because that fits much better. These don't fit. I spent so long trying to cover up all this soul soil, and then I just leave some. Do I have dirt on me? I have dirt. I have dirt as well. I will terraform this entire hill so that this fits. Like, I am insane about terraforming. I will terraform until the end of the world just to make sure that something fits aesthetically. Like, I do not care. I will spend so long on terraforming literally something that no one ever cares about or goes to see because we have warps, so you don't have to go and walk everywhere now. But, ugh. Make the place look pretty. Hence why I, like, go insane when people screw with the terraforming of an area. Even if it's like, oh, you all live here. I'm sorry to intrude. I'm sorry. Did not mean to. I swear, I must have noticed this. Did I not notice this? Did I just bypass this at some point? Because I know I did all of this. Like, I did all of this path. I have so much. Why am I bothering? I can just go to the barn. And then there's a few blocks of grass, another stack of dirt, and here, flour. Where's the best closest head shop? I'm just looking for an area that's close so I can grab my trident and zoom over there. This, like, flower forest, it's got really good, like, terrain generation. It's just some people managed to build some things, and then it felt like so many people were moving here at first. Like, it felt like, because no one wanted to be in the swamp. Even though we spawned in a swamp. And it's like, the grass color's unsightly to some people. They don't like how, like, no fish spawn. They don't like the huge areas of water they'd have to clear out. It makes a lot of sense to be like, I'd rather move somewhere else. And then the surrounding areas are either a birch forest or a flower forest. And that's like easy choice, easy clap. I just grabbed the flower forest. So a lot of people were moving here at first. And then I felt like, well, I can't just like move to where everyone else is. I'll overcrowd the area because I'm like way too considerate about other people. Even if it's just a Minecraft server and no one like cares. Let's put one here after I finish the terraforming. But it's just like, I decided like, oh, too many people are moving here. I don't want to be another person crowding the area or potentially encroaching on land. Because I know at one point some people were like trying to establish an area. But unfortunately one of the main people who established that area doesn't log on very much, to the point where even though they're the admin, they like in lore are not involved, and then also like have kind of been passing over admin duties and like owning the server to someone else, I think. I'm not quite sure. Oh, this is one of the new Minecraft songs, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Like, I've got most of the songs kind of memorized in a sense. It's very hard to memorize songs when they're not, like, when they're instrumental, you know? But I do my best. I try my hardest. Because I've got plenty of songs memorized for no reason other than I like them. They're in a game I like. So now I will commit them to my eternal memory and never let them go. Let's put one here. Ooh, this was not. This is a fail moment. Oh, and there's so many. This is probably causing lag, honestly. All these entities colliding? This causes lag, doesn't it? There's a cat that just lives here. And a golem that just lives here. Hello, sir. Come back. Riptide. Maybe these are cured for them. Oh, what's this have? Oh, I've got those slowness arrows. Unbreaking, I've got that. I think that one's Depth Strider. These are probably cured, or else their trades aren't very good. Is this really? A butcher? I didn't even know you could do these things with a butcher. I never bothered, because it's not exactly the best. You can't get the most efficient farm, and like getting an automatic farm isn't the easiest thing in the world either. Yeah, this is Hysterics. Old place. Oh. That's a very kind Enderman to leave all that stuff. I'll send a screenshot to Hysteric and ask if this is still their area and if they're fine with me, like, getting rid of things for lag's sake. Let's just F1. And I'm saving and putting that as hist so that I actually can just search it real quick. There are so many little guys all the time. Here, I'm not gonna put it in the main Discord because I don't want to like shame them by being like, here you go. That's someone talking about the Spider-Verse movie. Do I have Hysteric on my friends list? They should be talking in there. Do I have them? Send friend request. And hey, I found something in your old base in the flower forest. Found a lot of mobs. I'm gonna mute, because I'm like trying to think aloud, but also like losing my mind a little bit. You listen to, what's the song called? Wending? No, it's Left to Bloom. Guess who started talking and was muted still? Ooh, I'm such a genius. I'm the best streamer ever. I hope you'll never find out what I was saying. You'll never know that I was just talking a bunch of bullshit about nothing. Why is this unlit? What were they doing? What was their plan? There's some kitties here. I might grab these kitties just because I can. No? Yes? I'm getting distracted, and I recognize that as a fact of life. Let's grab some fish. And then get some kitties. If there were anyone here, I'd let them name the cats, but there's no one here, so I get to name the cats. I'm the only one in chat now. I get streamer privileges. I can name these whatever I wish and have to subject people to them. I have so many cats though, like... I can just spam click like it's 1.18. And this should definitely be enough. I'm just collecting more just because I can. And let's put some bone meal around, see what we get in the flower forest. Oh, I don't like the tall grass. What? Mostly grass. Mostly grass. That's illegal. That's rude. Oh, I thought that was a flying chicken just fluttering right there, and I was like, well, okay, sir. Live your life. Go off, I guess. Kibby cat. Why do I live this life, sir? I don't know who that man was. I fell down. I saw a scary man. One. Fuck yeah. Pig step. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I go and collect 19 salmon. I collect 19 salmon for you kids. And you present me with this? I free you from your eternal cliff prison. Ba, 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 ba. Give us more cats. That's your job now. I'm gonna use all these fish on you, whether you like it or not. You're gonna have so many fish. You're gonna be fat with fish. Here you go. You get a gray collar. And is there any... Let's just give both the original parents a gray collar. And then we can give the rest of them the other generations. Where'd you go? Where? You have to follow me. I don't know how I lose things that have to follow me. Okay, we're done with that. Well, let's keep this here. And then we need... Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. 2, 3, 4. Bam, bam, bam. Cat noises in Minecraft are the worst, like repeating noises. Like, of course, like most passive mob repeating noises aren't good, but some of them just like mentally destroy you over time. Like villagers. It's just like horrific to have to hear them over and over and over and over. And bam, bam, bam. No, I don't want that dark, that low. You can see the red beacons from the mushroom and then the yellow ones that spawn. I don't know what the yellow one's for. I think someone just placed that. I could yoink it at some point. I could steal that. Unfortunately, I am not the type to steal. Or I would be a rich man because no one else is on to notice. Is that a squid? Okay. Go off, king. Let's... Ooh. I'm re-terraforming. I've terraformed this area already, and I'm terraforming it again because I lose my mind. You move, move. I was irrationally angry at that cat teleport. I was like about to murder a cat. I don't do that often. I love cats. I love kitty cats. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance and dance and I dance and dance. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. It's just good. It's just good time. Sometimes you're a cat and you're a kitty cat and you dance, 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 and you dance, dance, dance. I like cannot coherently repeat words sometimes. I'm just a fool. Like a literal, like the literal definition of the fool. Not even the fool reversed, just the fool. Let's put this here, actually. Ooh, this is a classic. 2, 3, 4. I need like as many excuses as possible to use copper. I love it so much now. I'm obsessed. That's wall, that's stair. Somewhere along the way I lost a stair. I know this because we had the equal amount and I used 4 of each time, and I now have 1 less stair than I have wall. Who knows? Life's a mystery. I'm just gonna have to live with that. I don't want this. Here. Sir! God, some people these days have no sense of propriety. They have no idea how to act. Sir, why can you walk this fast? I didn't even bother using my blade on you. My blade hits you, kills you in 1 shot. You weren't even worth it. Imagine not being worth it. I can't imagine not being worth anything. I need to search how to like put a to return a book from Amazon like that you rent on Amazon. I just keep forgetting to, and I really need to. And then on the 8th I have something to do also. I just am such a forgetful little fool. I'm just a little fool at the end of the day. I'm a little jester jingling my bells to an empty room where not even my king, my squire, shall listen. Hello, sir, 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 sir. Do not murder the cat. Do not murder the cat. Do not have homicidal tendencies towards a cat. Okay. Oh my god. Oh dear lord. I am constantly filled with rage. I am constantly on the breaking point of rage, where I'm about to murder a full-ass man or a cat. What's the difference at the end of the day? Who knows? Between a man and a cat? It's just whether you're wearing a fursuit or not. Ooh. I can do that. That's interesting. I can just... Well, that's not useful, but... I like that way too much. Oh, this there's a fox. Also you. You. I see you. Don't think I don't see you. I saw a skeleton, I swear to god. It must have despawned. Also that cow. Also that creeper. I think this is more of Toby's area. No, I think it's part of that person who like usurped Hysteric's spot. I'm not sure. Let's just put some kind of hidden torches in this area, because it's hard to properly fit a whole big lantern setup in an area sometimes. But as long as it's like evenly lit and people can walk this path without being concerned about completely dying. No, I can't do this next to a path block. It just doesn't work. It's like when you put it next to a tilled block, which I have done before. Well, that one doesn't work either, guys. I'm a genius. I'm an absolute genius. I know how blocks work in this block game. Where's the... I think there are some stray kitty cats. Sir? I wanted to give fish to the stray kitty cats. Oh, you're a Halloween cat. Oh, there's so many cats and creatures. I'm gonna put this in my offhand and then just... Oh, one of them was begging for it. Oh. Oh, you! You wanted 3. Okay, here, I'll give you a pink one. For you. You get pink. Oh, you want one? Okay, here you go. And you'll get... Oh, no, you get an orange one. Oh, sweet little Halloween pumpkin, baby. I'll name you Pumpkin. You're Pumpkin. Hello? Hello? Psst, 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 psst. New kitties. Kitty cats. Oh, an evil man has approached me. I don't want to shoot any cats. That one's mine. Oh no, come back, Calico. Calico. Oh, Persian. Oh, sweet little guy has come. He approached me. Oh, all the other kitties scared away. Oh, I'm so sorry. Taming ocelots was easier. Baby, 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 baby. Oh, with your little squishy face? You'll be mine. Let's give you this one. You're gonna get magenta. Sweet little thing. You get magenta. Imagine that. Imagine being a magenta. Are you mine? Oh, I don't think you are. Oh, come back here. Oh, little baby. You go pss, 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 for the little baby to come to you. Come here, darling. Oh, who wants it first? You want it first? Oh, you didn't want it that much. Oh, this is precious minutes of my life. I am squandering on virtual cats who have little tricky AIs to make it more satisfying to tame them. Oh, little dear, little darling, come back. Oh, the brown one. The brown tabby. Oh my gosh, the brown tabby. Do I have a brown tabby that I named after my own cat? I want the brown tabby, though. You, I wish to obtain you. I wish to own you. Come back here, darling, dearest. Oh, a creeper blew up here. I'm gonna lose my mind over this terraforming hatred. No, come back. Oh, yes, 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 yes. This is the most important moment of my life. You're just a sweet little guy. Oh, Pandora, I did it. Look at you. Look at you. It's you on the screen, Pandora. The amount of stimming I just did in response to this is insane. Who's you? You want it. Where's the other one? You want it too? Come here. Are you also? No, you're mine. I have so many. I have so many babies. Oh. I am just a man with many, many cats and an intense love for cats. Oh my god. We're bopping up to Bugtown nearing it. Oh, I want the calico. Calico, 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 come back. Dearest, dearest little thing. Oh, dearest little thing. Do you want an orange collar or a gray? Let's get you a gray one. You'll want a gray one. There you go. I have 3 more fishies for 3 good kitties. Is anyone a good kitty? Any more good kitties around here? Good kitties up in this club? Oh, another calico? Oh, I'll give you a blue collar. No, calico, calico, come here. I'll give you a blue collar. Yeah, never mind, you get the blue collar. I'm sorry. I lied. Oh, I have so many cats. I have so many cats. I need to go and I need to share this. Okay, wait, let's just... Okay, let's get surrounded by all our cats over here, and then let's F5. So many cats, and then open the chat so you can see that I got it, and then screenshot, and exit, and then save the screenshot, and put it in the group Discord so I can tell them and show all of my accomplishments. Catalog. Save it as that. Close that. Enter. Let's get out of F5. Look at our achievements. I've got many. I think it's in husbandry. Is that tame all the kitty cats? I need to breed all the animals. Get in a boat with a goat. Eat everything, which I've made strides to do so. I've gotten all of Minecraft because some of these I like managed to glitch out and kind of get because people are in creative and they just mess with you. I've gotten a lot of the end ones, but that was also a glitch. I randomly teleported to an end city where people were working on something. I need to still get powdered snow at some point. I tried to get it at one point and then had like this whole bay of cauldrons and then just kind of left it there and then did not get anything. Here, let's actually share it to the main Discord and look for cat a log. And then look, I got this and I love it and I got this on stream. Parentheses, I'm still live. Parentheses, twitch.tv/save the spiral. Hashtag plug. Parentheses, parentheses. Let's get a name tag and name one of these Pandora for my kitty cat. Okay. Let's just make the trek home. Well, I don't want to endanger them, but also I do need to finish lighting up this path. Okay, the last one we had was over here, and I kind of want to put another one here, but I don't want it to be too repetitive. So let's put one at the very top. Most of them have been on this side, so maybe we should put one over here. Yeah, let's put one right here. 2, 3, 4. I said I'd get rid of that fish, and I did, I guess. Did not realize that was the one I was missing. I don't know why, I just assumed. I've gotten a lot of cats over the time, especially because sometimes people in creative will spawn cats for people. And then they just leave like 100 cats wandering around. Ooh, this classic. Some of them just hit so hard, and it's like, okay, you knew what you were doing when you created this. You knew what monster you were creating. Oh, hi. I'm just, with my dozens of cats that I just finished taming and getting the cat achievement, and lighting up this path for people, which no one really uses the path. We've got warps, but currently I'm just lighting it up for aesthetic purposes primarily. Here, let me just check. Okay. Yeah, currently I'm just working on, this is a little design I made. I'm using deep slate and copper, mostly because they're new and I like them, and I wanted something that would fit the chains. But I'm gonna turn down friendly creatures. Music and sounds. Nice things. 1%, because I have so many cats and I love them, but they're really just testing my patience. But yeah, this is a little design I made. I've been going along this path I helped make. It goes through most of the main areas that are accessible by foot. Yeah, the deep slate and copper, it's so good. Truly, like, I love when they add things and, like, it actually fully fits together properly. Here, let's put one on the very edge, and then we can worry about the ones in the middle. I should also make this bridge at some point. Because this, like, it goes through several towns, actually. Because there's Spawn, which is in a swamp. And then you've got one that goes past some of the smaller little houses in this flower forest. Then out towards the dark forest, which is Bug's place. 3, 4. Because Bug kind of made a place and then people just kind of started moving in. So at this point it's become a town. Which just kind of happens. But Wilbur, his character's name is Phantom, ended up making a town mostly because he was like, yeah, could anyone join me? And then he ended up getting a town. Oh, hello, sweetie. Oh, hello, sweet darling angel. This looks like my old cat. His name was Tommy Pickles, because my sibling named him after the Rugrats character. And so I named one Tommy and left it in one of my single-player worlds. And then, like, a year later, I came back. And then I was watching, like, Dream SMP stuff. So then there's Tommy in it, and I was like, I got slapped in the face by this cat being named Tommy, and then I remembered my first ever pet was named Tommy as well, and it was just like, oh, okay. Oh, I have to make sure to keep these ones without chains when they're on the path, or else people will hit their head even harder on them, which would be kind of funny, but okay, I've decided you're gonna stay up there. You protect people from phantoms and creepers when they're in this area. You're the overseer. Oh, sweet little thing. I love making sure, like, it's fun to tame cats. And I always make sure to try and get, like, a flower near them so that I can tame them and then give them a color for their collar. Because red's a good color, but you got a pink collar now. Pink's one of the greatest ones. All the dye colors are pretty good. Green's not the best, but it has its purposes. Oh, that one's a bit too weird. Let's put this at this, and then let's put one in the middle. I wish I had evened this out when I was making the path, but I was kind of working one by one when I was doing it. Oh, let's see. Can I fit one right here, maybe? Or, yeah, let's just put one over here. Is there... Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I do a little W because we win these. I memorized how to build these because I've been building I've probably built 20 of them at this point. Yeah, I always make sure, especially when I have either cats or dogs, I always the first 2 I get that I'm gonna end up breeding to make other ones, I end up putting a different color on them so I remember which one they are and leave them, make sure I don't bring them into battle with me and put them in danger. But yeah, I love sometimes it's just random dyes I have, and then sometimes it's just well, you seem like an orange kind of guy. Oh, this very much lights up the area, and I like it a lot. A sheep. I did not realize there was a sheep nearby. I was like, well, what player logged on and is now attacking me? Because I'm on a multiplayer server. But currently, it is very late for other people, or they just don't log on as much. Earlier today, there were 4 people online, including me, which is a bit of a record currently because we are not doing the best, because people have school and it's currently exam season. 2, 3, 4. But we've had some people logging on more and more. Like, especially it's better when people have a project or something to focus on, or else they're just like aimless running around and then decide, nah. Yeah, that sheep, white is sus. White is sus. He vented in multiple ways. He started telling me about his emotional problems, but then he also like went into a vent and claimed to be like fixing stuff. That's not how it works, sir. You were just trying to fix your emotional problems with murder. Oh god, yeah. It's probably super late for a lot of people. My life is a disaster, so I stream at random times. I just like live my life like this. Sir? Sir, where's my... I've got Smite 5, so I can one-shot zombies. But yeah. I have made a habit of streaming at super late times, mostly because it's the best time where it's quietest. Because if you hear someone like vacuuming above me or yelling above me, that'd be very annoying. Though this mic is surprisingly good. Like, I just got this mic from a family member, and then they were like, yeah, here, I have a spare mic that I'm never gonna use. And I was like, oh, sweet. And then I kept it for like 2 years and never used it until just now, but works surprisingly well, so maybe it makes that stuff kind of quieter. But yeah, it's the best time for me to stream, which kind of, one of my friends was scolding me the few hours earlier today, saying like, don't stream at 2 a.m. because it's 2 a.m. for them. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't change who I am, and that's just a disaster. Oh, that's cool. My sibling actually learned, they were in a Japanese learning course in college, and so they had the opportunity to go to Japan. So they went to Japan and like went and did all the things. They went to the Ghibli Museum, they went to the Pokemon shop and got me a Bulbasaur, because that's great. They got me a keychain, like a little keychain with a pink letter for my first initial and then a Pikachu on it. It was cool because like they also were in an advanced French course, but they were in a Japanese course as well, so they ended up just going to Japan while having like rudimentary Japanese. And it was really cool. I think they went to a baseball game as well there, because baseball is pretty big in some countries that aren't America, shockingly enough. But they had a lot of fun. But now they go to a different school, so they've got different opportunities. But currently I think they're focusing mostly on graduating, which is really good. I can't wait for my sibling to graduate. They're gonna have so much fun, like, once they get a job and can go and live their life. Which, maybe I'll move in with them and be, like, roommates with them. I can only hope. But currently I'm just living that, like, basic life, trying to get just my general education done. I did learn a language. I learned some Spanish because it's more useful to me currently as opposed to French, depending on just people living in my area. Yeah, I wanted to learn more. Like, learning more about different languages is really nice, and it's fun, and it's a good way to connect with other people around you. And, like, people love talking about, like, languages they know and languages they learn. And, like, how it connects to their culture. It was really fun to see, like, some people talk, like, one of my friends that I talked to a bit was talking about how, like, I think something in Chinese, like, if you say it wrong a bit, it sounds like you're just insulting someone, which was pretty funny. I don't think, no, this is more Bug's area. You can see Bug made this path. They actually, some of their builds are pretty good over here. I haven't built much in this area, because usually when people start, like, sectioning off their area and being like, this is a town, then I kind of stop, like, doing community stuff in that area, so they can have their own smaller community. But, so, like, Nitriteburg, and then Bugtown, and then I think there's Ender Meadows as well. I haven't really added much to their areas, because I don't want to intrude. Definitely don't want to be the person like, oh, your builds are whack, let me just put more builds this area. But their builds here are super good. Oh yeah, they've got a ton of animals. I remember having to help get them another animal because someone killed some. Oh, here's the LOL portal. It says LOL. LOL. There's Numbskull. There's Clarence. Plains biome, Elysium. Yeah, there's a plains over there that's got like a lab. I'm one of the few people who's allowed entrance. Oh, here's a mushroom. It's a really good mushroom. I don't really build mushrooms on this scale. I build them a bit bigger. Oh, this was Gloop Gloop. May he rest in peace. And then there's like a lab area where they have like a little dungeon-y kind of area. Oh yeah, I think my sibling got really interested because of anime and manga as well. But I've also gotten interested, and I think they've also gotten interested in learning like Korean because they watch some K-dramas and such. But yeah, my sibling chose French because there were 2 language choices at our school. Oh, it's fine. I was talking to someone with dyslexia in chat earlier, and it was totally fine as long as, like, I'll just say if I don't understand something. It'll be good. Cracking my fingers, sorry. But, like, we had 2 choices, French or Spanish, and I chose Spanish, and they chose French. But turns out the French teacher was super, like, one of their French teachers literally would just, like, let them use the textbook during tests and everything, and it was, like, insane. To be like, yeah, you're learning, right? No, they weren't. And then there was another French teacher who, like, I don't know, was weirdly like, Americans. Which is like, why are you teaching a bunch of Americans if you don't like Americans, ma'am? And then my Spanish teacher wasn't very good either. He, like, made fun of me at one point in class in front of everyone else. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? Why do you think this would help anyone? Why does this do anything? And learning Spanish from him wasn't very fun. He wasn't very good at it. Like, he was a Spanish speaker, and I think, it was one of maybe his first language, maybe not, I'm not sure. But still, it was just, he wasn't a very good teacher in general. He was a bit of a creep, also. Which, like, ugh. Bad vibes. But I'd try and learn a language. I wanted to learn sign language. Sign language is a good language to learn. Yeah, he made fun of me because I mentioned, like, we were supposed to talk about vacations, and I was like, I don't know, I've never been on a real family vacation. And then he, like, announced that to the class, and it's like, sir? I'm sorry, not all of us, like, go to Disneyland or go to Hawaii or something? Some of us just don't have the time or energy or, like, money to do that. It was really weird. Yeah, I wanted to learn more sign language because, like, I've had times where, like, I can't speak. So, like, having a nonverbal episode or being nonverbal for a portion of time and being able to, like, use sign language would be very valuable. And also being able to communicate with people who primarily use sign language would be a great way to be able to connect and speak to other people as well. Oh, I need more moss. But, like, I signed up for a sign language class, but it ended up being at an inconvenient time, so I had to... Oh! Here, I don't know how to untie... Jeez, Nightbot is harsh. I did not realize Nightbot would be so harsh. Nightbot hates emojis. He's one of those people who's, like, use the regular, like, parentheses, colon, or whatever smiley faces. He's a weirdo. Nightbot, please. But yeah, I signed up for a sign language class and then ended up having to cancel and, like, get rid of it off my schedule, which was annoying. Just, like, the time didn't work. And ended up having to cancel it, but I did manage to take some other interesting classes that semester anyway. I don't think I passed any because that was when the pandemic started. But even if I didn't pass, I had fun. Oh, that's Gerard Way. That's one of the people, their roleplay character is a god. Oh, that was one of my cats. Oh, I hope that wasn't. Oh man. Oh, that's a bummer. I did not think about my cats teleporting in there. I'm so sorry, that cat. Oh my god, I hope that wasn't the one I was gonna name after my own cat. But yeah, that's one of the god's sons. We have a character who's playing a god, and then they made a wither and kept it in a box since literally the day the server started. And then, like, I ended up living right next to where the wither is, because that's what reasonable people do. Yeah, I'm not used to talking for long periods of time, honestly. So my throat, like, I've been streaming daily just to get used to it, because I started streaming and I was like, well, I either have to make this a habit or I'll never stream again. But yeah, so my voice has been, I've made sure to keep water close to me and everything, but sometimes I end up rambling so much I forget. Oh yeah, this is a cool, like, spiral tunnel I made, because my skin is a rainbow spiral kind of deal. So it's become my main aesthetic. Oh, hey kitty. I've also got other cats. Oh, there's one of my gray cats, and then I've got other cats here. That's a jelly cat. And then that's Rompo, and that's Dangan. And then I've got Dearest, because that's one of the first eggs that came over here that I ended up, spawning. Oh, hello, sir. I hope this, please, sir, don't fall in the lava cauldron and come over here, and I'll sit you down. You can sit, oh god, of course they choose to teleport on the chest. You can sit here, and you, sir, this man's a rebel. I can't handle him. Oh, you had the darling little. Yeah, that's fair. Taking a break is fair. It's a lot of effort to, like, and sometimes it's, yeah, it's a lot of effort, and sometimes, like, for the past few days I've finally started streaming, and then I still get, like, it's weirdly nerve-wracking. I don't get anxious, but I'm just like, well, I could just not do it. And it's like, why would I not do it? I decided to do it. I wanted to do it. Why would I not do it? And so far I've just been rambling and wandering around on my own on this SMP, but I've had some ideas. I had a bit of weird corruption with one of my hardcore worlds, but I was thinking of trying some 1.18 hardcore. I don't know. I have moss. I have so much moss. I'm a mossy guy. That's only 36 moss. I want more chains as well. And lanterns. And I've also had ideas, because there are other games I love playing, like Hades, that came out, and then Inscription is a new one that's come out recently that I absolutely adore. Like, I played it for hours, and I still want to play more of it, because there's a bunch of, like, secret stuff in it. Even though some of the elements are a bit too much like an ARG, and I can't really figure it out. And then also just playing around on Hypixel, like, I'd like to do some Bed Wars with some friends, because we're all going to be terribly incompetent at it, but at least we're going to have fun. And also I have some other friends that aren't on this server, but I'd like to start up a tiny little server for us to just goof around on. Like, some of my friends don't even play that much, so I just let them go in creative mode to mess around with us. Because, like, at least we're hanging out and having fun, you know? I just have a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to do. Like, I have this other idea that I don't think I'd even record live. I think I'd do, like, it just requires so much, like, actual skill. Like, editing skills that I've never learned. Or anything like that. And I'm very, very bad at starting new skills, because I don't want to be like, well, I started doing this thing. I'm bad at it. What am I doing? I'm going to... This is my main island, actually. Like, we've got this warp command so we can warp wherever. And this is my current island, which you can see I've been oxidizing copper. But it's a huge mushroom island, and I'm going to terraform all of it to be like a custom biome terrain. Currently, I've just got the gravel shore, because I want the gravel to be here, so then when I have concrete powder, it won't accidentally get wet when I'm trying to terraform by the sea. But I've currently got literally like the chest monster to end all chest monsters right here. It's a lot to handle. And there's more carpets. That's what I want. And then, do I have a stonecutter around here? No, I don't. I want some more dark stones, deep slate. But yeah, I've got a lot of ideas for this area. It's going to be like a literal mega base. You can see I've got like other full sets of netherite as well. This is the last of the Thorns armor I just Yeah, it's gonna be a huge custom biome. I'm thinking of either custom trees or maybe mushrooms. Because some other people have started mushroom areas, of course, but I'm very good at mushrooms. Much better than trees. Which I'm planning on doing it all like black and like monochrome colors, so then it goes from grays to black. And then I can use black stone and regular stone for the cliffs and such. And then, I don't know. I was thinking of maybe doing a volcano with like rainbow lava going from it. Like a black stone volcano, but it sounds like a lot of effort. And I already do have plans for like a huge city underneath. Like if you go to, there's a huge city. Like I'm hollowing out a huge area for a city, which is really quite the sight. I just have a lot of ideas, and then there are other ideas other people have. And we're all doing this like in survival vanilla. Like I haven't like had creative or anything. Some people have creative on the server, but that's just because like they play better with creative and it's part of their roleplay character. One of my friends, they were on survival for most of the time, and then they finally got creative. And it was so annoying because then they'd hit me and I'd just be like trying to attack them. And then also like no longer could we do the thing where someone hits them and kills them, and then they hunt me down, and then I hunt the person who killed them down. But yeah, this is a huge area, and I can make it like huge and as dark as I want with nothing spawning because it's a mushroom biome. So, and then because there's a roof over people's head, there's not even going to be phantoms spawning. It's just some areas happen to be oceans. Like there's a little area over there that has like is an ocean, which is so annoying. And then of course, when we update to 1.18, there's going to be a whole nother 64 blocks to mine down, and I'll lose my mind over it. Do I have a water bucket? Yeah, I can try to clutch. Made it. Perfect. 100% of the time. Also, there's a bunch of cakes here because at one point on my birthday, some people in creative decided to spawn a bunch of cakes in. Any of them that were on stone blocks got mined out and like deleted, but these were on bedrock and I didn't feel like breaking them, so there's just a bunch of cakes for me to eat through. Also, at one point, someone in creative accidentally, like, they broke some bedrock that goes straight into the void, so I managed to trick them into dying in the void, and I was like, listen, see? You can see I can kill gods. I am the most powerful. Like, there's someone with a, who's got, like, there are a few people who have, like, taken up jobs as assassins because they're extra and they're edgelords, and are like, no, we don't take assassination missions against people in creative mode. And I was just like, I would. I'd figure out a way. Because you can break bedrock with the right know-how and such. Like, we've got a current area that, okay, what is it? It's N2K2K? There. This is an area that someone on the server, Wilbur, has just started up. And at the very bottom, in the middle of it, it's going to be this huge inverted pyramid, right? And at the very bottom, under this, there's a piece of bedrock that they broke. And that's going to be a main part of the city that they're planning on making, this underground city that all worships void and has a void hole. So, like, it can be done. It will be done. But yeah, this has been, like, 3 or 4 people working on this for the past, like, day or so, maybe 2 days. We just started, like, the excavating of this area, like, today, though. And that's my beacon that I've lent out to this area. There's some caves, there's like a mine shaft under here and everything. And you can see where people were digging with fortune because they only have cobble to build with to keep it in shape. But I'm like the person who grinds stuff. So I'm the person who will work for hours on anything because I've got nothing better to do. Or also because I just want to. I can pop on a podcast or a stream VOD and just vibe and sit there and do the same thing over and over and not get bored. Because that's like perks of being autistic, I guess. I have a select few skills that I can use to my advantage, such as this. And it's really fun to be able to be like the person that people like message and be like, hey, you want to work on this huge project? Because like being that person is really cool for me. Like, Wilbur also messaged me about their, like, huge zombified piglin farm at one point to be like, do you have any, like, tons of double chests of magma blocks? And I was like, no, but I can get it because it's an Instamine block. I don't even have to get a beacon to efficiently collect it. So I think I collected maybe 4 or 5 double chests full of magma blocks. I don't know if they ever continued that project, honestly, because they kind of like start a lot of things, but aside from Nitriteberg, they haven't finished a lot. Which, I can't complain. I'm the one with a huge, massive hole that has nothing built inside of it and a huge island I've had for months with nothing built on it, aside from some gravel shores. Which even that took me months to do. Yeah. Like, finding a game or something like a book, maybe that's good enough. Movies, shows. I get bored with shows, especially if they're like slice of life style. Because I'm like, where's the action? Where's the punching people in the face and doing stuff? Because I'm easily bored, but also easily entertained, which is a weird combo. Here I can teleport up top. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, dear Lord. I need sleep. I'm so tired. Let me sleep. Everyone die. I forgot husks don't die. What's this? But yeah, there are a few things in Minecraft that make me bored, actually. Like, there's nothing... Okay, sir. You're all really being very dramatic for burning to death slowly. Like, who asked? No! Oh, man. At least the beacon's gone from here. The beacon used to be here. I'm going to have to do a bit of murder. You get out of my way. But when it comes to Minecraft, I don't get bored much. Like, especially with the start of the game, I'll literally play the beginning of the game, like, several times. Like, because just being at the beginning where you can explore, that's the word I meant. You can explore and do whatever you want, is very fun for me. Like, even just, the only thing that's boring is, like, when you've got slow mining with, like, wood or stone tools, but aside from that, I have a lot of things in my inventory. Okay. Let's set down... Oof, where are the chests? Chest. Hand it over. I don't know what happens with streams, but I always manage to explode things. I exploded, me and Chaos ended up exploding a throne I was working on. Where's the chest? Did I pick up the chest and not know? I probably did. This is disc 13. I don't want this. I didn't ask for this. Where is it? Ooh, Rubedo's good as hell. There it is. Probably destroyed most of... Here, let me just put all my stuff in here. That's my core. I'm jitter clicking. I'm cracked. I'm out of this world. Why do I have so many arrows? Yeah, let's keep my food then. And then throw in my tools. I need my axe, actually. I know there's a lot of... I know where there's a lot of chests. Oh, Rubedo. Rubedo knows. Rubedo speaks to me. It's such a good song. Lena Rain is out of this world. All of her gosh darn music is too good. Like, how am I supposed to handle all this? This, and then I'll do this. And then I'll just throw in all this junk. I know, I was leaving obsidian in one of these. Let's just throw all this in here, and then throw this in here. But yeah, this project idea is really good. Like, I hope they actually pursue it, because it's really hard to, like, focus and keep a project going sometimes. Let's put some carrots in here for later, and then let's put this here. And let's grab the rest of our junk. I put Silk Touch, that there, that there, that there, that there, that there, that there, that there. I didn't want the ender pearls aren't mine. Well, they are mine, I just am not using them, so I just left them here. I use logs right here, arrow goes here, and then the rest of it can just kind of throw it in my inventory. I have a very specific way of, like, organizing my inventory because I'm, like, insane. Oh, yeah. Good night. I hope you sleep well. It's definitely probably too late, just in general, for a lot of people, so fair. Good night. I hope you have a good night. Oh, there's so much XP around here. Really should have slept instantly, but then there was a creeper. What was I doing? I wanted to make a, let's put some more lanterns up. I'm done with that area. Oh, Jesus, why is it lagging so much? Let's do F3A. No, that's F2. F3A. 3 in general. Yep, still in a swamp. Know what I'm doing. I want to put these right on the path, but then, of course... Maybe I won't put any on this path, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. Let's go to... let's go home. That's home. And then let's put this in here, this in here, this in here, this in here, this in here. Might end stream at some point. Let's put chains and lanterns, and sea pickles go up here. And my carpets go here, and my dirt goes up here. And my stone cutter goes here, and I'll take that with me, and I'll go up, up, up to here. What time is it? Oh, it's a time. Wow, that's a time. That sure is one. Let's see how the roof is oxidizing. It's going pretty well. I'm pretty sure, honestly, that having them waxed isn't helping with the oxidization. Ooh, that one wasn't. But having them waxed is not helping with its oxidization, so I just unwaxed some of them, I guess. Let's put the copper in here. I want some birch logs. Do I have any? Yep. There I go. Let's do some regular farming. And then probably end stream. I think a few hours is fine. It's just, I stream at times that are very inconvenient just in general. So, of course, I'm gonna have to stream smaller things. What? Far? Let's do wending. It's just a very inconvenient time, so it's understandable that I don't get, like, literally anyone. Like, this is the first time people have actually, like, randomly popped in my chat, which is interesting. Haven't had that happen before. Very startling to see that people are actually, like, here. They exist. I'm not just talking to empty space for a few hours. But yeah, I stream at very inconvenient times, but that's because everyone else streams at convenient times, and I want to watch them because they're good streamers. How's the cactus? That's the cactus. That's a cat. How's the... I put the things down here, the crafting benches down there, just because I could. Nether. Let's do this, so that I'll slowly repair my, pick. Here you go. You get all the seeds. You get all the seeds, actually. You get so many seeds. You can't even handle how many seeds you're eating right now. You've eaten nearly a full stack of seeds. How do you feel with your life now? I really owned him. Really showed him what was what on that one. So we're gonna have not all of them fully grown, obviously, with some farms, if even this one's not fully grown, which is going to be irritating, but I can live with it. I can live with many things. I'm gonna, probably when I end stream, I'll set up that Nightbot command, and then I'll put some VODs, like I've been uploading the VODs, did not realize exactly how long that would take, like shockingly enough, hours of footage take a while to upload. And then I realized you can't, it like said like, oh, you can't render and upload all this footage because it's over 15 minutes and you don't have a verified account, and I had to verify my account, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm a verified account. I'm verifying my account with Google. Cool, Google, you own me now. Here's my phone. Here's my everything. I already have a Google phone, it doesn't matter. Google. I don't know how to pronounce words, apparently. But yeah, it was like, ugh, I had to fully re-upload the thing and like redo the like title and everything, which I'm just putting the date it was streamed and then the title I put for the stream, which I don't even remember what title I put as the stream. Did I put a title or did I not forget to do that? I'm checking my title right now. Yep, it's the same title. It's literally the same title. Well, that's what you get, I guess. Same title as last time. You'll just have to figure out the VODs from what date I streamed. You're gonna have to be a full archaeologist to figure out when and what I streamed and when. Which, I'm currently putting them on the same playlist as well, like a Godling SMP playlist. Which, that's even how I organize the VODs. Like, I have different folders for my different ideas. Like, I've got one for hardcore. Might make one for Hades or Inscription, but I doubt I'll end up playing anything but Minecraft, because I kind of want to focus on Minecraft being, like, my brand. Being a person who's good at Minecraft and plays a lot, I guess. Let's collect this. I don't want this here. I'll throw all this stuff in chests, I guess. Simple. Love doing that. That's my favorite thing, actually, to mess up my seeds when I'm just trying to collect my pumpkins. But my axe is too strong. I am too strong. Cannot handle me. Nothing can handle me in this godforsaken earth. Which, I didn't even farm in Detroitburg today at all. I didn't really log on until much later because I had, like, one of those whack dreams where you're like, okay, I know I've had this dream before, but I need to see how this dream expands upon it. And then I continued, and there was, like, a YouTuber in the dream at one point, and she was a special agent and helped us survive, and told us about some bombs or whatever. Which, like, cool move. Usually you just build Minecraft stuff and build awesome shit, but great move, being a secret agent or whatever. And there was also, like, this weird conspiracy, like, prejudice stuff, and it was like, what? Hello? 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 What's happening here? No, you're gonna, You are going to harm my farm, and I can't allow that. You also. I don't know why this area just doesn't, it facilitates monsters, and it shouldn't, but it does, and I can't do anything about it because I'm willfully not doing anything about it. What one is this? This is a disc, isn't it? No, I don't think it is. I think it's Droopy. Yeah, Droopy likes your face. Biome Fest, Concrete Halls, Kyoto, Haunt Muskie, Detriton, Key, Equinox, The End. Droopy likes Ricochet, Infinite, Amethyst, 11. Floating Trees, Ward, Cat, Pig Step again. Let's do Pig Step again. Let's go for it. Let's be bad. Let's do it. Here. Some godforsaken torches for your sins. No more monsters. No more monsters. You can see part of this was trampled, but that was by a wandering trader, which is arguably an even worse monster because they don't trade anything good unless you're on like a specified thing, or if you're on a version like 1.17 where you don't get a certain thing spawning, like Drip Leaf. which Drip Leaf, my beloved, it's so good for terraforming in swamps, like, unbelievably good. Where's my trident? Shocked I don't have, phantoms, but I guess that's what I get for sleeping in the, desert area we have. That's at, like, 200, so that's, no, 2,000, that's why it says 2k, 2k. Scaffolding goes here, deep slate goes here. I'm glad I've used so much. I had so much that I was, like, having to store it in different areas, and it was really annoying. That goes here, this goes here, this goes up here, this goes over here, and this goes here, and this goes in here. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. This goes in my tummy. What else did I plan on doing? I said I was going to do something else and then end stream, but I don't. Oh, I was going to do something after I end stream. I'm very forgetful. Forgot to mute while I was drinking that, but whatever. You had to listen to me drinking my fruit juice. I'd say we've had a very good stream, in fact. We talked to people, we had actual people in chat and spoke to them. We had 2 different people come by. Interesting. Maybe they'll come back, maybe they won't. Maybe I'll check and see what they're up to. Maybe I won't, because I am very forgetful. But it was very nice to talk to people. We got an achievement that I've wanted for a while. Did not realize I didn't have, because I completely forgot about it. But it was so very ecstatic. It was nice. It was nice to get the catalog achievement. You may have heard me stimming vigorously. That's just how it is when you get something like cats. Very good. We finished lighting up the discount prime path, which is arguably better than the prime path. It's got soul soil. It's maintained very well. We've done a lot today. Spoke about some shitty teachers, which I've got so many stories of shitty teachers. I can't even share some of those. Oof. Don't want to hurt people by telling them about, like, how shitty it is, and then they remember their own shitty stuff, so I can't. Teachers are shitty. Which, it's not even, like, that bad. It's just, like, ooh, we're listening to Wait now, I guess. It's not even, like, that bad. It's just, like, arguing with teachers is, like, really stressful. So, of course, like, I've yelled at teachers before. It's just really intense. Not everyone wants to hear stories about that. I've got many a stories. I'll probably end up lying about stories. I lie. I lie all the time. But that's primarily because, like, I don't want to end up spilling my life story and being completely truthful, and then everyone, like, doxes me and figures out where I live and what my first name is and everything, and be like, oh, I know where you live. I know what you look like. That's not nice. So, I'll probably end up lying. I don't know. Who knows? I haven't lied that much yet. Who knows? At the end of the day, we had a good stream. It was a good time. What I'm probably going to do is, set up that Nightbot thing, maybe watch an episode of Hermitcraft that came out, because I heard Scars, and then also Cub, and then also Grian. Grian's is always my first go-to, because he was the first Hermit I ever watched. It was nice. Now I just can't wait to watch that Grian episode, so, bye!